Hello everyone. My name is Ken. This is part two of my recovery video on ulnar impaction syndrome and an ulnar shortening surgery, which I just had yesterday, about 30 hours ago. And I'm in pretty good spirits. The surgery went really well. Let me just just walk you through the process. So I went in there yesterday afternoon and um, they put me on the bed and gave me a block, which is basically just numbing my whole left arm. And then they put me to sleep, and it was amazing. I don't even remember falling asleep, and I have no concept of time, even though the surgery lasted 2.5 hours. Literally, the next second, I woke up and my arm looked like this. So 2.5 hours went by instantaneously. And the doctor said it was a successful surgery. He cut out about 4 millimeters of my ulnar bone in my arm. And I guess I had something called synovitis or synovitis. That's where your tissues really inflamed as a result of the ulnar impaction syndrome, in which the extra long ulnar bone is rubbing against smaller bones and just creating a whole bunch of inflammation. He did an arthroscopy as well in the wrist, which means he went in there and debrided a lot of the frayed tendons. Luckily, my ligament was in place, so that didn't need a full repair. So we just kind of cleaned up what was going on in my wrist and took out a small section of bone out of my arm. And when I woke up, I had almost no feeling in my left arm, and I could just barely move. I could just like feel like little. This is about as much as I could move my fingers yesterday. Now I have much more feeling, and I can't quite extend them comfortably all the way up and down, but I have much more feeling. And there was very little pain. Again, my whole left arm was blocked. So I got home and I fell asleep right away, and I couldn't fall asleep until 9 o'clock this morning. Actually, I was up all night without. I don't know if it was because I was out cold in the surgery and had a nap right after, but I just could not fall asleep. So I was just watching The Sopranos for the first time all night long, and I woke up today. It was a little bit of pain. If I could rate it on a scale of 1 to 10, I'd call it a 2. It was kind of tough falling asleep with. But nothing overly serious, and I've been taking um, Oxycontin and Motrin, which I believe has helped. I'm also taking some supplements, vitamin D and turmeric. I've been told that from my doctor that there's not sufficient expert proof that those supplements work, but they certainly do have like a placebo effect in that I feel like I'm doing something good for my health. So it's worthwhile that way. And I had in the past I had a case of skin cancer, so I don't get a lot of sun, so that's why I take the vitamin D and kind of get my vitamin D that way, which is supposed to be good for bone growth. Um, Apart from that, I've been eating a lot of oranges. My friend advises eating oranges is good for like soft tissue repair and stuff like that. So even if that does nothing, it still also has kind of a placebo effect in which I feel like I'm doing something good for myself. And other than that, I'm feeling pretty good, in good spirits. Um, Again, this ulnar impaction syndrome was a very limiting injury. I'm used to playing a lot of sports, and I like building stuff and gardening and stuff like that. And I haven't been able to do any of those things for the past year and a half. And it took a kind of a psychological toll because I knew I couldn't even think about doing those things until this problem was taken care of. So I'm beginning to kind of get over that. It remains to be seen how this recovery is going to go. I've read a lot of stuff online and seen other YouTube videos where the ulnar shortening surgery has not gone well and the recovery has not gone well. And again, I'm hoping that this is going to be a more optimistic alternative. So far, it's pretty good. So the next step is in, and by the way, let me just kind of show you what's going on here. I'm in pretty much a full cast. I can move my arm. It feels very tired, and I can move my fingers like this. And I'm going to be in this sort of situation for about 10 days. Hopefully I'll get rid of the sling in the next day or so and just walk around with the cast. And then after 10 days, they're going to open this up and remove the stitches, and I think give me a less restrictive cast, something more like a splint. And then after that, I'm not quite sure what the next step is, but I'll update you. So thanks for following along, and see you next time.